TFSAs, FHSAs, and RRSPs are some of the many financial tools Canadians can use to invest. But more often than not, it is hard to know what is the best option. Inflation is high, interest rates are high, and money is tight for most Canadians, which means that making the right financial decision matters more than now than ever. And with the 2023 coming to a close, the window is closing to make some of these big financial decisions. Joining us now to unpack the world of investment options is Brendan Caldwell, Director at Caldwell Securities Ltd. Brendan, thank you very much for being back with us on Forum Daily.
Always great to talk to you, Julie.
So let's talk about a TFSA, or a tax-free savings account. Why is it beneficial for investors? What is it? And why should we open one up now before the end of the year?
Well, you're right. There's a whole alphabet soup of potential savings plans out there that are meant to do different things. The tax-free savings accounts are a relatively new addition. It's only about 12 or 15 years old. It was brought in by the Harper government as a way of helping Canadians to save. And I think the lifetime limit to the end of 2023 is $88,000. So you can have up to $88,000 that you can contribute to this. And while it doesn't give you any tax deduction to put money in, you can take money out tax-free. So money in, money out are both have no tax consequences. But the important thing, it allows people to save money without the interest or dividends being taxable, or the capital gains for that matter. So you can shelter contributions of $88,000 up to that this year, and then watch it grow over time without any of the income or capital gains being taxed. So it's a pretty good system for most people. So even very young people should get to contributing to their TFSA, so that even money that they have in stocks or GICs all accumulate tax-free.
So how about the FHSA, the new First Home Savings Account? Is it also beneficial to open one now before the end of the year?
Yes, it is, because you can contribute up to, it's a brand new program just started this year that the Trudeau Liberal government brought in. You can put up to $8,000 a year into your first-time home buyers savings plan or savings account, a FHSA. I said it was an alphabet soup. If you've done your TFSAs as a younger person, and you've not bought your first home, or at least not bought a home in the last 5 years, I believe it is, then a home savings plan, sorry, the acronyms I'm tripping over, but the home savings plan is a good thing to do because it allows you to deduct the money that's contributed from your income. And as long as you actually spend it on a house in the next several years, you can accumulate up to $40,000 a person, or 5 years, $8,000 a year. And if you happen to be in a couple, that's $80,000 you can put toward a down payment on your house. So it's not everything. It's certainly not in Toronto, but it's a start.
And why should an investor open an RRSP? What are the benefits to that?
Well, I think for younger investors, it's probably the third thing you do after you've maxed out your tax-free savings account and your home buyer's plan. An RSP allows you to put money aside to get a tax deduction when you contribute money to the RSP. It allows you to make investments, and I would strongly suggest that people make investments that can grow rather than putting it in a GIC or some sort of money market fund. I would actually put it in either stocks or an equity mutual fund or some strategy that allows it to grow, because this is the long-term money. It's the last money you're ever likely to spend. For young people, you can use the money from your RSP toward a home purchase. I think you can use $35,000 per person, so $70,000 for a couple. Couple that with your first-time home buyer's plan, and you can, for a first-time home buyer, maybe have as much as $150,000 that's been allowed to grow sheltered. But for most people that have either have their home or are a little older, it's a really good way for saving for retirement, because at least in theory, you're going to be taxed at a higher rate while you're earning income, and less when you're retired.
So we have 30 seconds. What about a regular cash account and joint account? How do they work?
Well, to have money just in investments is the way. before all of these alphabet soup is the way most people accumulated money. And I think for an awful lot of people to have some sort of nest egg that you can draw on, and how I've built my own up is just putting some money aside every month in a mutual fund, just a regular monthly contribution plan that I don't even notice, and the money grows over time. So that's how I would attack it for most people, whether they're using one of the alphabet soup of tax products that Canada offers, or just a regular investment account. That's how I think it's best for most people to do it.
Thanks so much for joining us again today. Take care.
Thank you, Julie.